As of 24 May 2020, more than 5.4 million cases have been recorded of the novel coronavirus pandemic COVID-19. The total death toll of the pandemic is more than 345 million. Around 2.2 million patients have recovered, and there are 2.86 million active cases currently. During the initial phase of the pandemic, the case fatality rate was estimated to be around 3 to 4 percentage, but by beginning of May, the case fatality rate was more than 7 percentage. However, in the last 3 weeks, we can see that there has been a decrease in the mortality rate. 12.83 percentage of the total confirmed cases were reported during the last week, that is week 18. We can observe that initially the cases were increasing exponentially till week 12, but after week 12 the number of cases were decreasing for the 3 weeks, and later from week 16 onwards the number of cases still started to increase. In week 12 around 600,000 cases were reported. Then in the subsequent 3 weeks we can see that there is a decline. But in the last 3 weeks the number of new cases have been increasing. The good news is that the total weekly recoveries are also showing an increasing trend. Deaths on account of COVID-19 is also showing a decreasing trend for the last few weeks. During the last week, around 700,000 cases were reported. Around 70% of the total number of cases reported during the last week were uh, in these 10 countries. United States reported more than 150,000 cases, which is more than 22% of the total number of cases. Brazil reported more than 120,000 cases. Russia reported more than 60,000 cases during the last week. The regions where the total number of cases reported during the last week is more than 100,000 is shown in dark red. In this map, we can see that United States and Brazil have reported more than 100,000 cases in the last week. The lighter shade of red shows that more than 10,000 cases were reported. Mexico has reported more than 10,000 cases. It has reported around 20,000 cases in total. And in Latin America itself, Peru and Chile have reported around 25,000 cases each. So we can see that Latin America is turning into the next COVID-19 hotspot. Coming to Europe, we can see that most of the countries have reported less than 10,000 cases, except the United Kingdom, which reported around 16,000 cases during the last week. Africa also have no major cause of concern except South Africa, which reported around 7,000 cases, and Egypt reported around 5,000 cases. In the GCC area, Saudi Arabia reported 17,000 cases, and Qatar reported more than 10,000 cases, which is a very high number considering its small size. Russia, which is currently the second most affected country, reported around 62,000 cases during the last week. Indian subcontinent is also slowly turning into a COVID hotspot, with India reporting around 42,000 cases and both Pakistan and Bangladesh reporting more than 10,000 cases. This map shows how the current active cases changed during the week. Uh, in Europe, mostly in all countries, the number of cases have come down, except of course United Kingdom, in which the total current cases went up by around 13,000 cases, and the Eastern European countries, Ukraine, Belarus, Poland, etc., and Greece. In Italy, Portugal, and Norway, there is substantial decrease in the total number of active cases. In the African continent, also, most of the countries, there is not much increase in the total number of cases. In the United States, the total number of cases increased by more than 53,000 cases, and in Brazil, around 60,000. The total active cases went up by around 60,000 cases. Chile and Peru also showed substantial increase in the total active cases. Other country which showed substantial increase in the number of cases is Russia, with around 60,000 increase in the active cases. Coming to the Asian subcontinent, in India, we can see that the total active cases went up by around 21,000 during the last week, whereas in Pakistan and Bangladesh, the total number of cases went up by around 8,500 each. In Australia and New Zealand, we can see that there is reduction in the total number of cases.